Liberal insanity getting downright scary. Homeless squatters terrorizing a Portland neighborhood by setting fires in a vacant property. Residents blame liberal policies that have allowed squatters to take over homes despite several eviction notices. One couple forced to stock up on fire extinguishers
Okay?
and say it's worse than a war zone.
And I felt safer walking downtown in Saigon when I was over in Vietnam than I do here in Portland.
I think this is happening because the people of Portland, Oregon have voted for policies that promote things like fires next to my home. People that are living there aren't being moved out. So I have hope that things are being done. It's just, is it going to get to the point where my actually home catches on fire?
Yeah, that's not very good for property values there, Harold.
Yeah, these kinds of stories continue to, obviously, they proliferate. And I don't understand what local governments are doing. I don't understand the policy. I can understand at some level, a small level, I disagree with some of the cashless bail stuff as it related to nonviolent stuff. But I'm in disagreement with that now. This policy here, allowing squatters to squat in someone's home they don't own or live there, I don't understand this policy, especially when you see what's happening and the kind of fear people are gripped with in Portland. I've been to Portland in the last few months. It's a great city. But there's certainly a level of fear that people in that city have, and someone that was just visiting for a night or two that I even had as I was downtown in Portland. And it's a great city. I hope they're able to get back.
Devil's advocate, squatters' rights, Judge. Squatters' rights.
That's it. No.
No?
That's my decision.
Squatters' rights?
No, you don't have squatters' rights, unless it's kind of like adverse possession. It has to be open, notorious, continuous, exclusive, OCEA, and I learned that in law school.
Got me there.
Okay, but here's the bottom line. Yeah, it is up to the locals. No, this is up to the locals, okay? When they say this is happening because the people of Portland have voted for policies that promote things like fires next to my home, he said. No, it's happening because they're not making arrests. That's called arson. That is a B felony in most states. Get your mayor to make the chief of police enforce the laws. And if your mayor won't have the chief of police enforce the law, then make a citizen's arrest and drag his ass to the police department.
That's 2 A's.
How tragic is that? The guy's blasting this little tiny personal fire extinguisher. What he needs is a hose.
He does need a hose. I think we all need a hose.
You need a few hoses.
Homeless squatters. I mean, what hypocrites?
Right.
Pick a side, weirdos. Look, Harold, you guys have nailed it. There's nothing positive coming from our response to homelessness. There's no silver lining or bright spot to how we're dealing with this. We've decided to create artificial rights to people who have no idea why we're even doing that, right? They don't know why. Of course you have a right to live on the street. Of course you have a right to camp and be harmful to yourself and others. We're doing that. Meanwhile, we're taking rights from everybody who actually tries to live decent lives. By pretending to give these people rights, we're actually taking away their rights as human beings. We're letting them live like animals, starting fires on the street. Animals can't even do that. They don't have opposable thumbs. But that's why we're so powerless. Because we are powerless in these local situations because we believe that we're the bad guy if we violate the rights of people who are daily violating their own rights and other people's rights. Why do we accept a small segment of society to subject all of us to this bizarre, weird delusion? It's happening everywhere.
I hate to say it, but Greg makes a good point.
He makes a pretty good point. This is true. I think that what's happening in Portland should be a warning to cities all across America, even small towns. So make sure that at your city council, this isn't happening. Don't allow this because it's a little camel's nose under the tent. And then the next thing you know, the camel's homeless under a tent or something. I guess
That's filthy.
That up. But I also don't understand why there hasn't been.
I take this personally.
I don't know why there hasn't been a reporter that pulls together everything that says, okay, they use the pandemic as an excuse. But then what? Is inflation also a problem? And where do you connect that to? Are the big tech layoffs a problem? And what do you connect that to? When has that been happening? Who's going to pull together all of those threads to write a nifty little story?
And how about the rise of China economically, geopolitically? Didn't that happen after we were shut down?
We could go on all day.
Let's
but
do
we
that.
Won't.
Let's just blow the brakes.
Let's pay the bills.
Sorry, Brad. We're going till midnight.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.